This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
This is your first look at sports. I'm Jonathan Benson. Following its inaugural season, the Inner City Community Baseball League is planning to take a team of 11 and 12-year-olds to the Bahamas Baseball Federation's Junior National set for next month in Grand Bahama. And moving forward, organizers plan to expand and include the older age groups.
That's why we start with the 12 and under. So those kids who are 12 now would go from 12 to 13. So we'd have our 13 to 15 age group. And then later on we keep moving up till we get to 19 and under. But we go in places.
Well, it's under a month to go now until the 40th annual Long Island Regatta takes place in Salt Pond. The main attraction, of course, will be the regatta itself and the sailing, but according to President of the Long Islanders Association, Dr. Ruth Sumner, this is also a time for some money to be put into Long Island's economy.
All the Long Islanders look forward to this event because this is the time when they are able to sell what they have, their food, their wares, their fruits and produce. And for the island itself, it's a time where they are able to make some monies because of the large number of people who come to the island during this time.
Now, in terms of the sponsorship the Long Island Regatta has been getting over the years, Sumner is quite pleased.
We have very good sponsors who sponsor the regatta every year, especially for the races. So we rely on those heavily. And of course, it's going to be a cultural show. We're hoping that this could be one of our independent events, seeing that this is the Long Island Association's 40th year, as well as the Bahamas. We are involving all of the students from throughout the islands, and they're preparing for a cultural show. So I'm hoping that will offset what we have to offer and everybody will have a wonderful time.
Now, of course, the National Family Island Regatta is the biggest regatta in the country, but Long Island right behind, and this is our 40th year of independence, the 40th Long Island Regatta. So, everybody, our national beach soccer team closing out play yesterday at the Riviera Maya Cup in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, taking on Spain. Team Bahamas fell 5-0 to finish up tournament play at 0-3. Up next now will be the CONCACAF World Cup qualifier, which starts on Wednesday right here in the capital at Malcolm Park. The Bahamas will open Pool A play against Puerto Rico at 3:45. Guatemala follows on Thursday before group play ends on Friday with a much anticipated matchup against the USA.
We love to play the US. We know them very well. We've managed to draw them every time for the last 3 years, and so we know them. We know their style of play, and always eager and to compete against the USA.
Last time it was a very close game, very vicious game, so we're looking to take it. Again, it's very competitive.
We have a sort of a rivalry with the USA, so it'll be interesting. Just come out, support us against the USA, and we'll make the Bahamas proud.
Now, the placement rounds take place on Saturday and Sunday. Only the finalists will advance to the World Cup later this year in Tahiti. Well, still on news from the beach, the Bahamas Scholastic Association holding its third annual beach volleyball tournament on Saturday. Here's tournament organizer Kurtwood Green.
This year we decided to open it up to other players from other schools. It was a closed tournament in the past where it was just schools from the association. So what we have done is just to, since we work with some of the kinks, we decided to open it up to other players from other schools. The competition has been excellent. The girls in particular, especially the youth division, a lot of them are trying out for the youth national team. And they have been doing a good job. I mean, for the most part, it's their first time playing beach volleyball, so they're getting used to the sand and also the rules of beach because it's a bit different. And but I've been pretty impressed with the way they've been handling themselves. The other thing with the beach is that it allows them to move. The sand sort of slows them down. So once they reach indoor, it will quicken up their games and their movements on the court as well.
Now, with so many beautiful beaches in the Bahamas, Green also spoke about why beach volleyball has taken so long to catch on.
That question always comes up, especially when I speak to other coaches and other individuals from around the world, as a matter of fact. I think it's very important that we start to focus on beach because the other thing is the teams are also smaller. There are only 2 individuals per side. So it's sort of easier to handle. We have been getting a lot of requests to play within our regions, however, and we've been pretty much coming along in that regard. The men team have been doing pretty well. The women team have been doing okay. We just need to get more of the women more involved, because the guys is not a problem. But the women, starting from the girls, youth in particular, all the way up, getting them more involved in beach.
Well, the Bahamas Flag Football League's 2013 season is approaching the halfway point, and yesterday our Julian Gibson stopped by to check out some of the action.
Girls and the Pinkies, the Pink Foxes taking on the Lady Predators. The Pink Foxes, boy, they blasted the Lady Predators. Final score was 24-6.
We started off a little bit slow, but once we got into the groove, it was kind of easy. We just did what we know we came out here to do.
We had a bit of a rocky start due to my late arrival at the game, which threw off chemistry and our proper preparation. But the defense held on early on and allowed no scores to get past, so that enabled us to have enough time to get in sync and develop a rhythm, and then we started executing more effectively.
Last time we lost the game was this time last year. So we've been undefeated for a very long time, and we just continue to attract more athletes and get better as the year go on.
In the men's feature game, the Strongback Rams, simply too strong for the New Providence Hurricanes. Strongback Rams blanking the Hurricanes 21-0.
Well, it was a pretty good game. Big shouts out to our quarterback, Michael Pateman. He did a very good job, as well as my little brother, Darrell and Bristol, ran the ball tremendously. And our defense really did an outstanding job today. It really bailed out the offense in a few possessions that we didn't punch it in.
We stressed running the ball in practice all week, so we were able to run the ball down the throat for the entire game.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. Well, the Parents Association of Track and Field Athletes is approaching a very important time of the year. According to President Harrison Petty, scholarship opportunities are out there, and now is the time to take advantage.
We are in the process of attempting to locate scholarships for 20 track and field athletes. On May 20th, two of our representatives, Peter Pratt and May Miller, will be going to Illinois to the NAIA Championships to meet coaches and athletic directors to introduce our athletes on paper to these coaches and athletic directors in hopes of securing scholarships for them. Bernard Newbold, another one of our representatives, he attends a junior college in the U.S. and he will be attending the Junior College Nationals with a view to securing scholarships for our athletes that qualify for those scholarships. As we speak, we are in negotiations with the Ministry of Education in hopes of securing funding for junior college and NAIA athletes. As you are well aware, the NAIA and junior colleges do not give full scholarships, so it's normally left on the parents to find the balance of the funds that these kids would need to go to school. And in too many instances, our kids have got to come back home because the parents simply can't afford to pay the balance.
Well, the start of the 4th annual Street Legends Basketball Classic is just around the corner. The Classic will run from June 15th to August 30th, and organizer Wilton Russell can't wait to get started.
This year, we're doing a tribute, of course, to the late Honorable Mr. Charles Maynard, and so far, I can tell you, out of the 38 constituencies thus far, we have 19 men's teams confirmed. We have 21 of the junior boys teams confirmed out of the 38. And out of the junior girls division so far, we have 17 of those girls teams confirmed. Of course, we are still in the progress and all the process of securing additional sponsors for the various teams to come out.
Now, talking about sponsors, Vitamalt has already come on board and pledged their support.
We've partnered with them before in the past, and I think that it is an excellent opportunity. Not just of sportsmanship, but also the fact that it's wholesome, healthy activities that our young people can actually take part of and be proud of. And so, of course, we are proud to partner with them. Mr. Russell has been endless and effortless in his efforts. We've been talking actually back and forth from last year. So I know how much effort he has actually put into this tournament.
And that will do it for sports. But don't go anywhere. There's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.